The NFL is a league of legends and record breakers, but behind the touchdowns and glory, there's a darker side. Players who were banned or suspended so severely, their careers were changed forever. From lifetime bans for drugs and gambling, to season-long suspensions that shocked the world. These are the most unforgettable punishments in NFL history. Some of these players fell due to addiction, some due to criminal acts, and others because they broke the NFL's most sacred rules. Their stories are shocking, tragic, and sometimes inspiring. And trust me, the deeper we go, the crazier it gets. In 2021, Calvin Ridley, a young star wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, shocked the NFL and fans when news broke that he had been betting on NFL games, some involving his own team. Ridley, known for his elite speed, precise route running, and ability to make clutch catches, had been emerging as one of the league's top receivers. At the time, he was seen as a player with a bright future and potential Pro Bowl seasons ahead. The NFL suspended Ridley for the entire 2022 season, enforcing rules designed to protect the integrity of the game. This suspension cost him millions of dollars in salary and endorsement opportunities. Many fans debated whether Ridley fully understood the severity of his actions, especially in an era when sports betting is legal and heavily promoted. Some argued that the league's enforcement was harsh, while others praised the NFL for upholding its standards. Ridley eventually returned in 2023 with the Jacksonville Jaguars, hoping to pick up where he left off. While his talent remained, the lost year impacted team chemistry, stats, and career trajectory. His story serves as a cautionary tale for young athletes navigating the intersection of personal choices and professional responsibilities. Betting, even off the field, can change a player's life forever. Adam "Pac-Man" Jones was one of the NFL's most electrifying players, renowned for his blazing speed and aggressive coverage as a cornerback. Pac-Man's story highlights the NFL's strict approach to player conduct, showing that talent alone cannot excuse repeated misbehavior. His suspension also sparked debate about whether the league should focus on rehabilitation, stricter penalties, or both. Today, Jones's career serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating how off-field actions can overshadow on-field performance, even for elite athletes. Ricky Williams, walking away and coming back. Ricky Williams, a Heisman Trophy winner and one of the most talented running backs of his era, had a career that alternated between brilliance and controversy. Known for his combination of speed, vision, and power, Williams could change games single-handedly. But his struggles with the NFL's drug policy made headlines in 2004, when he retired mid-career after failing multiple marijuana tests. This retirement effectively served as a season-long suspension, causing him to forfeit millions in salary and endorsements. When Williams returned in 2005, he showed glimpses of his brilliance, but faced further suspensions, including an indefinite suspension in 2006 after a fourth violation. These interruptions disrupted his career rhythm and denied fans the continuity of watching a once-in-a-generation talent perform at his peak. Despite these setbacks, Williams returned in 2007 with the Miami Dolphins, where he regained form and demonstrated why he was such a unique athlete. Williams' story is more than just suspensions. It's a cautionary tale about the challenges players face in balancing personal freedom, addiction struggles, and professional expectations. His career invites debate. Should the NFL focus more on rehabilitation and support, or is strict punishment the only way to enforce rules consistently? Aldon Smith, wasted potential and endless suspensions. Aldon Smith, drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in 2011, was considered one of the most promising pass rushers in NFL history. In his first 3 seasons, he amassed 42 sacks, appeared in multiple Pro Bowls. Smith faced multiple legal issues, including DUIs, arrests, and substance abuse violations. In 2014, he was suspended for 9 games, and in 2015, he received a 1-year suspension, which was later extended to indefinite. These suspensions caused him to miss 4 seasons during the prime of his career. By the time he returned with the Dallas Cowboys in 2020, it was clear that his physical skills remained, but the lost years had permanently altered his trajectory. Smith's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of talent without discipline. It demonstrates how repeated mistakes off the field can overshadow even the most remarkable on-field performance. His career reminds fans and young athletes that ability alone cannot protect someone from the consequences of personal decisions. The scandal that changed the NFL forever. Ray Rice, a Pro Bowl running back and Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens, had a career that seemed destined for greatness. Known for his combination of power, vision, and agility, Rice was one of the league's top running backs. However, in 2014, his career came to a sudden halt when video footage emerged showing him striking his fiancée in an elevator. Initially, the NFL issued a 2-game suspension, which provoked public outrage. When the full video was released, the league extended the suspension indefinitely, and Rice never played another down in the NFL. This case not only ended a career, but forced the league to reevaluate its domestic violence policies, leading to stricter enforcement and harsher penalties for similar incidents. Rice's story is a stark reminder that actions off the field can have irreversible consequences. While his on-field talent was undeniable, it could not save him from accountability. The case sparked debate about the NFL's responsibility to both fans and players, and it became a benchmark for how the league handles personal conduct issues moving forward. In 1963, the NFL shocked fans by suspending 2 of its brightest stars, Paul Hornung, the Packers' versatile halfback, and Alex Karras, the Lions' dominant defensive tackle. Both men were found to have gambled. The Hornung-Karras saga highlighted the NFL's early commitment to integrity and showed how high the stakes were for professional athletes. Their story is often cited in modern gambling cases as a precedent for league discipline. Josh Gordon was one of the most electrifying wide receivers of his era. Drafted by the Cleveland Browns in 2012, he quickly displayed his talent, combining size, speed, and exceptional route-running ability. In 2013, Gordon led the league in receiving yards with 1,646 yards in just 14 games, showcasing his potential as a future star. His deep threat ability and catch radius made him a nightmare for defensive backs. However, Gordon's career was repeatedly derailed by violations of the NFL's substance abuse policy. Multiple suspensions sidelined him for entire seasons, denying fans the opportunity to witness his full potential. He attempted comebacks with the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, but he was never able to regain his dominant 2013 form. Each suspension not only impacted his playing time, but also affected his reputation, endorsements, and team trust. Gordon's story is tragic because it demonstrates how an immense natural talent can be overshadowed by off-field struggles. Despite the league's efforts to support him through rehabilitation programs, Gordon's repeated missteps cost him years of his career. His saga serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of discipline, consistency, and personal responsibility in the NFL, proving that talent alone is not enough to guarantee a lasting career. A new wave of indefinite bans. In 2023, the NFL faced one of the most high-profile gambling scandals in decades. Several players, including Isaiah Rodgers Sr., Rashad Berry, and Demetrius Taylor, were suspended indefinitely for betting on NFL games. Additional players such as Quintez Cephas, C.J. Moore, Shaka Toney, and Jamison Williams were penalized for gambling on non-NFL games while at team facilities. The 2023 gambling cases will likely be studied as one of the league's most consequential enforcement waves in recent history. From sackmaster to lifetime ban, Dexter Manley was a dominant force for Washington in the 1980s, earning the nickname Secretary of Defense for his ability to disrupt opposing offenses. Over his career, he recorded 97.5 sacks, helped his team win 2 Super Bowls, and became one of the league's most feared pass rushers. However, off the field, Manley struggled with serious drug addiction and illiteracy, problems he kept hidden for much of his career. After repeated failed drug tests, the NFL issued a lifetime ban in 1991, effectively ending Manley's prime at just 31 years old. This ban shocked fans and analysts, who had admired his on-field dominance. Following his suspension, Manley faced years of personal struggle, including time in rehabilitation and legal battles. Eventually, he was reinstated by the league, but the damage to his career was irreversible. Manley's story is both tragic and inspiring. It demonstrates how addiction can derail even the most talented athletes, but also how perseverance and rehabilitation can lead to personal redemption. While he never returned to his previous form, Manley's legacy endures as a cautionary tale of talent wasted by off-field challenges, and resilience demonstrated through his recovery and later advocacy work. The fall and rise of a superstar. Michael Vick revolutionized the quarterback position with his combination of speed, agility, and arm strength. A first overall pick, Vick electrified fans and dominated defenses, becoming one of the most exciting players in NFL history. However, in 2007, his career came to a shocking halt when he was convicted for his involvement in a brutal dogfighting ring. The NFL immediately issued an indefinite suspension, and Vick served nearly 2 years in federal prison. Many assumed his career was over. Yet, in 2009, he was reinstated by the league and signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Against all odds, Vick earned Comeback Player of the Year. Unlike other players who returned after suspensions, there was no chance for redemption in Carruth's case. His story is one of the darkest in NFL history, illustrating how a single criminal act can destroy a career and devastate lives beyond the field. Carruth's actions impacted teammates, fans, and the league, leaving a lasting scar on the Carolina Panthers organization. The case remains a reference point when discussing player conduct, criminal behavior, and league responsibility. While Carruth had immense potential, his legacy is defined not by athletic achievement, but by tragedy, serving as a stark warning of the consequences of violent and criminal behavior. The Super Bowl that never happened. Stanley Wilson Sr. was a talented running back for the Cincinnati Bengals in the 1980s. Known for his agility and explosive speed, he was a key contributor during the team's playoff runs. However, on the eve of Super Bowl 23, Wilson was found high on cocaine in a hotel bathroom, marking his third violation of the NFL's substance abuse policy. The league responded with a lifetime ban, immediately ending his participation in the Super Bowl and his professional career. The incident became one of the most infamous cases in NFL history, showing that even elite athletes are not immune to the consequences of repeated drug violations. Wilson's actions cost him not only a Super Bowl appearance, but also long-term career opportunities and legacy potential. This story is a sobering reminder of the NFL's strict policies and the importance of personal responsibility. One poor decision can undo years of effort and preparation. Wilson's case serves as a cautionary tale for athletes at all levels. Talent alone cannot protect someone from the consequences of substance abuse. The quarterback who gambled away his career. Art Schlichter, drafted first overall by the Colts in 1982, was one of the most promising quarterbacks of his era. Known for his strong arm and football IQ, he had the potential to become a franchise cornerstone. But Schlichter's career was consumed by gambling addiction. He bet on NFL games, basketball, and horse racing, accumulating massive debts that spiraled out of control. In 1983, the NFL issued an indefinite suspension, effectively banning Schlichter for life. Unlike other players who returned after suspensions, Schlichter never reclaimed his career. Over the following decades, he faced arrests, prison sentences, and legal troubles, becoming a cautionary figure in professional sports. His addiction not only ended his career, but also led to financial ruin and personal hardship. Schlichter's story demonstrates the dangers of unchecked gambling and personal demons in professional athletics. Despite his talent and opportunity, his life became a warning for future players. The NFL has zero tolerance for behaviors that threaten integrity, and even the brightest careers can be destroyed in an instant by poor choices off the field. From Calvin Ridley's gambling scandal to Stanley Wilson's tragic Super Bowl fail, Ray Carruth's shocking crime, and Michael Vick's redemption arc, these stories show that the NFL's toughest battles aren't always fought on the field. Which story shocked you the most? Was it Ray Carruth, Josh Gordon, or Calvin Ridley? Drop your answer in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the NFL's most unbelievable stories. If you'd like to watch some of our previous videos, click the link on screen.